We, as individuals, as a society, as a planet, are on a pathway of thought. That is, we take what is non-material, latent potential in thought, then materialize it for expression. That's the whole point of physical existence. In other words, we are playing, using our thoughts like toys. You as a personality are using thoughts as a tool for expressing yourself. And these thoughts, like the core of yourself, aren't physical. Who you are and the thoughts you think cannot be found anywhere inside the physical tissues of your organism. What this means is, thoughts, your thoughts, are not bound to time and space, and therefore, really, neither are you. However, the physical body and its nerve structure, its sensory systems, forces your non-physical awareness into a particular type of focus, which opens up a field of space and time, here and now. In other words, your body is the aperture to physicalized experience. But it requires the thoughts behind it, your thoughts, to direct your body's activities and its experiences. The physical body, then, is a translation matrix maker for your thoughts. It takes the cloud of thought you're entertaining and reflects it back into your brain with an appearance of a type of dense, thick skin in order for you to interact with it in a way that cannot be done in the strictly non-physical thought realm. That is physical, objective reality. But here's the $64 million question. Why? What's the point? What's the purpose of turning non-physical thoughts into material actualization? Well, when you back away from all this and attempt to look at it from a larger perspective, the only point of doing it would be for play. Let's face it, those thoughts, those things exist regardless of whether or not they're physical. They're all wrapped up in that non-physical thought intelligence cloud of you. So why bring them out into physical actuality? Why would you do this? To touch them, to experience them in a way you could not do otherwise. In other words, to play with them. In this sense, thoughts are toys. Unfortunately, we have lost sight of this playfulness in our relation to them, which means we've also lost sight in our playfulness in relation to ourselves. In fact, we have gone in the completely opposite direction. We tell ourselves we need to take this physical existence massively seriously. Living life is serious business. Well, is it any wonder we psychologically build a dividing wall between work and play when coming at it from that direction? Work is work, and play is play, and never the two shall really meet. That fundamentally is a total drag, and we might as well end it all now. Truly, it is utter nonsense. We need to, pun intended, rethink this. Because ultimately, truthfully, we literally think up this world. We create this dimension, this reality, pulling it out from that invisible, non-physical center of our being, unbound by time and space, and make it into time and space. Again, the generator is you. Not you as a body, but through the body. You take your thoughts, make them dense, make them thick so that it wires the neurons of your brain, which then fans out to the nerve centers, your senses, training them to become aware. And then, surprise, your awareness sees it out there, which isn't really out there at all. It's happening inside the brain, giving you that projection of out there. But what is happening is you have completed a circuit. The circuit of your most dense believing thoughts and turning them into a physical expression. So question, who do you think you are? How do you think about your experiences? Because it is through asking these questions will you arrive at the answer of what kind of thoughts will produce physical effects. Now, it's important to note, not all thoughts reach physical actualization. Thoughts have to reach a certain density in order to materialize through your physical organism. It will be those thoughts that move toward the intensity of what we term beliefs, with beliefs as being nothing more than a thought declaration stating that a certain line of perception is truth about reality and existence. But here's the thing. Beliefs, like everything else in your non-physical self, are just thoughts. I mean, you may think they are true, but they don't really have to be. That is, the vision of truth is really just a certain concentration of thought about the nature of reality without it necessarily being of reality. So no, you don't have to remain locked in a psychological prison if you don't want to remain there. And most importantly, don't fear your thoughts. Otherwise, you miss out on the play. Remember, they have to reach a certain depth, a certain angle of intensity, belief, that then wires the brain and begins the process toward physical actualization. In the meantime, you can still play with your thoughts. Give yourself options before heading them down the materialization, production, creation line. That's what this whole thing of life is about anyway. That's what the whole game really is. Playing with thought. This is you. It's your choice how you wish to play.